Happy Friday. How you doing? Representing the 312 crew tonight here. We've got some more X-Wing, Draft League X-Wing, but more importantly, I won. I finally won a game. I'm 1-6. I finally won a game. It took 7 weeks, but I won a game. So I just want you all to please clap, as Jeb Bush would say, please clap. All right. Well, speaking of X-Wing, there's more X-Wing to be played. Who will win this one? The curse is lifted for now. I might not play again, though, because I'm like, I gotta just end on a high note. Am I right? We've got Dezzy and Teddy, two of my faves, playing each other. We've got NJO versus Magic matchup here. And before I go into the list, I will open up betting early for you folks, so I make sure I don't miss it this time. Jedi Survivor has come out. I'm going to buy that in a week and stream it for you guys. I'll probably do a Grandmaster playthrough, so that'll be entertaining. Thanks, Levi. I appreciate that. So, first off, representing Team NJO. Oh, yeah. Wow, 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 wow. You got Dezzy. Dezzy's rocking his Republic squad here. He's got Tarkin. This is out of initiative order. I will rearrange it soon, I promise. We've got Wilhruff with elusive R312 astromech. We've got our precision ion engines and Besh. And then we've got Stubby with shield upgrade. And we've got Click. Siege of Coruscant Click with R312 astromech, precision ion engines, and Alpha 3-esque. We got Kickbacks, Siege of Coruscant, Diamond Borons, Munition Failsafe, Contrail with Ion Limiter Override, Precise, Astromech, and Ion Bombs, and Besh, Siege of Coruscant. And lastly, we've got our 5-point Ada Annie, Siege of Coruscant with Malice, Ancillary Ion Weapons, and R2 and D2. I'm going to just really quickly kind of rearrange. I want the 5s and 6s up top here. Tarkin Stub is a 3, Click is a 4. Kickback needs to go up as well. Perfect. Awesome. And now, representing Team Magic.
Who's your magic?
Woo! It's magic time, baby! Bedward saying, let's go, Teddy. Teddy Roosevelt, my man, is rocking Rebels. He is already a man after my own heart. He's got Boy Han. Boy! Let's go, boy! Boy Han rocking the Chewbacca crew, the special Chewbacca crew. Rigged cargo chute, Millennium Falcon title, and L337's programming. And we've got Tycho with Composure, Trick Shot, Heavy Laser Cannon, and Magpulse Warheads. Kiovenzi with Prockets. Ooh, I like that. And then we've got Duke. We got Luke Skywalker, my boy, my number one. I'm a big fan. He's got Trick Shot, Proton Torpedoes, R5D8. And of course, he's got those foils. So this should be a good matchup. We're playing Scramble, the transmissions here. The players have set up and are setting their dials. Let me assign this big arc here for Han. There we go. And we should be good. Get your bets in, folks. Get your betting in. Get it while it's hot. No, you cannot bet on me, even though I did win a game yesterday. Shout out to my boy, Will Scott. We had a lot of fun. We were fooling around, and it was solid. It was casual and nice, and you know, it's kind of nice at the bottom of the barrel. You guys you all have playoff aspirations. You know what I'm looking forward to? Watching y'all play your butts off, being able to go out and, you know, hang out with my friends and play baseball and relax and work and stream and person X-Wing for you guys and just not deal with the tilt factor. But I am proud of the Tinder Gods. We did trade away half our team to ramp up the draft stock for next season, as Andre will be taking over for the Tinder Gods as captain next season. Your boy will shift over to a part-time streaming and consulting role. So I will be the go-to Tinder God stream. I'll help them with their tokens, but Andre will be running the team. We have 3 second-round picks. So by the start of the 3rd round, Andre will have drafted 4 players of the 6. That's going to be pretty solid. And here we go. Keo Venzi going to take and evade here. And do we boost? Probably not. Would you still have the Tinder Gods role? I don't know. Probably not. I don't know if that's really fair for me to be like in their chat as like a second captain, because that doesn't seem like, I mean, like if I'm not captain, I'm not captain. That's up to Greg. I doubt he'll give it to me. It is my team. I'm proud of my team. Very proud of what the way we played last season. This season, I gotta admit, we just kind of underperformed and had some bad luck. I'd say we probably should have like 2 more wins than we actually have right now. We only have 2 right now. And yeah, just haven't really been having as much fun. And I do want to apologize to some of you guys. It probably seems that I've been a little bit of a Debbie Downer, more so than I have been in the past. But just tough. I think we're all very much ready for a big shake-up here to make this game a little bit more energetic and exciting and feel new again, as we always get with points changes and rules updates and scenarios. Plenty to look forward to. Catherine cheering for NJO. And Desi's just keeping his very close formation here. He's got Kickback coming up right behind Click. Got Contrail coming up right behind Tarkin. And here comes the boy. He's going to take that focus evade Chewbacca. Once he focuses, he can also gain an evade token. And Anakin turning away here. Okay. So this looks like it could be an easy 2 scramble points for the Rebels coming up next turn. Luke also poised. You see him at that 45-degree angle. You know what that means? That's a 2 or 3 hard coming, trying to line up a trick shot. Unfortunately, your trick shot choices are into 3 agility, V-wings with shields, and Born for This. But trick shots are still exciting. A Broton torpedo is a Broton torpedo. I hope, I honestly, this sounds like such a terrible thing for a captain to say, but I don't really, I have a lot going on during the summer. I low-key hope that we don't make the playoffs. I don't think we should make the playoffs.
Beautiful.
We haven't been playing well at all to warrant it, but I will do my role. I will do my part if we do make the playoffs. I don't know why the alert box is floating in the middle of the screen there. Well, thank you all for streaming in. Look at me starting the timer. Not. They have... It's been... There's 71 minutes left. There we go. And we're good. All right. Our dials are almost set here. The visual will always be away, which is our powerhouse. Nice. That's good. Yeah, I tried for a while with the pairings. It just didn't really work out. But there's a lot of good players. So, you know, just because you get to choose the pairings, you know, you can list build around the matchup still. Nick's prediction of V team being 5th place will be true. I that would be funny, but I hope not. I will gladly take 5th place. I will gladly take 5th place. Give it to me. All right, here we go. The road roll commences. We're starting round 2 as Desi becomes first player here. You made it. You did. I'm trying to find a player for you for tomorrow's stream, Andre. I think I just found one. Never mind. Tommy's just telling me he's playing an E-Wing. If anybody in the stream chat here is available to play on our stream against Andre, the nicest player in X-Wing, nice guys, finish first. Tomorrow at 3:30 Central Time. Let me know. Keo gonna scramble that top point. No one wants an easy opponent. Are you classifying yourself as an easy opponent? That'd be pretty funny. So Andre, how do you feel about the current draft situation here? You have three, you have your first round pick, and then you have 3 second round picks now for next season. How does it feel to be loaded? Trying to do my best to set you up for success. I can try, but it has to be in secret. I don't know what that means. If you mean like hiding it from like your family, probably don't want to cross that bridge. Yeah. I'm going to veto that one then, David. Don't piss off your wife. I don't have one, but I do know that from my relationships that I've had, pissing off your partner is never something you want to consciously do. It will happen anyways. Luke, there is that too hard. Can he get that target lock here? Let's see who is in range. You have a couple of options, but you are going to have the trick shot here on to click. Gotta bounce. Cheers. Bye-bye. See you later, Sandy. Okay, and here goes Tycho. Tycho also has a trick shot, though I would be surprised if Anakin stays behind that debris after he moves. Gonna take a focus. After this game, we are gonna play one game of the 3-1-2 crew baseball. Fails the boost. So I don't know why he focus failed boost. Okay. And Anakin just sits there with an evade, and Boyhan coming in and just takes the focus evade. So here we go with Anakin first. This is range 3, but in bullseye. And he rolls natty eyeball results. Nothing. Okay, here goes Han. 2 range 1 shots. Might be tempting to shoot at click, but I think you take the range 1. Ooh, he's thinking about it. He is thinking about it, everybody. 3 second round picks. Yeah. You have 1 for next season already, and then you have 2 more. 1 for trading when we traded Joe. Good luck, Joe, on the Punishers, and trading Matt Carey over to Havoc. Good luck, Matt, on Team Havoc. So yeah. And gets 1 natural squiggle. And Born for This spends the evade. So good. Giving Teddy a taste of his own medicine here, as Teddy was also playing Republic and does all the time. Now it's Kickback's turn. Just a primary, no mods, 1 hit. Han rolls an evade. He's fine. Now it's Tycho's turn. Range 3. This shot doesn't really mean anything, because Anakin does have an evade. He would have to blank out. And 1. He will not take damage. He rolls the evades anyways. I like Desi is keeping his dice. Here is a Broton torpedo trick shot here. 5 dice. Do we think it? Maybe. I don't know. I think there should be. I mean, I'm not the commissioner, but I would probably cap it at a certain point. Just too many people, maybe. But that's not up to me. It's a big undertaking. Greg's done a great job. Oh, spending a blank to blank is always awful. So only 4, and that's going to be He rolls one more in. It is another blank. So click, just taking 2 shields. He spent 6 points to get 2 shields off a V-Wing. What's up, Axion? How the hell are you, my dude? How was your Friday night going? Anybody have any weekend plans? I'm seeing Return of the Jedi Sunday night in theaters. I'm looking forward to that. That's why I tried to move the stream to tomorrow afternoon so I could do that. All right. Range 1 into Han here for natties. Han taking 2 no matter what. Spend the evade. He's going to reroll. And then he spends the evade. Taking 2 shields. May 20th. Return of the Jedi concert. Like John Williams. John, how are you? Jay List, one of our relievers. We will be doing a 3-1-2 crew game after this. It's a little cool down. Short stream tonight. X-Wing campaign? What is an X-Wing campaign? Like Heroes of the Turkey Cluster kind of thing? Yeah, I've always wanted to go to one of those live concerts. Whether it's Star Wars or Lord of the Rings, they both sound super fun and just like breathtaking. And again, Born for This triggers. It doesn't matter if you don't have green tokens when the Republic is coming to play. 2-1 with the scramble points after that first engagement here. The tone has been set. Desi leaning his way right now. Not by much, but it's... You got the 2 A-Wings. I'm not really sure how... Neither of these lists have a ton of firepower. I mean, yes, you have a proton torpedo, you have Luke, but just saying. They left out the Cantina Band song. Well, that's too bad. We do. John, where have you been, dude? Of course we do. We've announced it in Discord. We announced it on Facebook. I announced it here. Here's the link. June 3rd. Boom. It's official. It's an official event. And betting is closed. I'm glad you're sleeping, though. Sleep is important. All right. We'll head over to our alt screen here. As our players set dials, 2-1. Republic, narrow, early lead for Team NJO over Magic. Co-op missions against the TO. Yeah, so it's kind of like... It's like... Yeah, that sounds like fun, though. How many people are you playing with? That's pretty cool. Excuse me. See, just making sure. Am I in focus right now? You're an old man. I'm like, I think so. Also, you'll notice the AT-AT is not lit up right now because I'm charging the external battery for it. All right. So with 60 minutes left, we've got Han in the middle of the board, and we've got the entire Republic squad right there to greet him. We could see Luke go real fast and try to scramble, but I would imagine Stub might just get in the way and prevent that from happening. Oh yeah, also guys, I'll remind you, but to celebrate May the 4th, we are going to be streaming in-person X-Wing at my place. Next Thursday. So, just a heads up. What do you think about the Pirates? Dude, I'm super annoyed that the Cubs lost tonight against the Marlins, too. It's just, like, gave that game up. I am very surprised at the Pirates. I knew they had a good team, like, a good enough team to be, like, 500. But it's a hot start in April. Most teams, like, I don't know how the Cubs are going to look by the end of May. You can usually get a better idea of if a team has a longevity for success in baseball once you hit the summer months. So end of May, it's a better idea. I would be surprised if they were like first place by the end of May. I think the Cardinals are going to heat up a little bit. However, I've really enjoyed seeing them struggle. I know the Brewers, I think the Brewers have slightly overperformed just since they haven't really invested in their roster much the last couple years. But I think, you know, they're around where I would expect them to be, competitive. The only, you know, the Reds are the only team I can kind of discount as not having any role this season in being competitive. But I like it. 2015 was a year when you had 3 teams in the NL Central, had the 3 best records in baseball. So it would be good to see more than 2 teams kind of battle it out for the playoffs. Especially in the past, in the last few years, it's only been really 1 team. Yeah, St. Louis struggling is hilarious to me. It's just like, oh gosh, they just get so lucky. So it's awesome seeing them really struggle. That is an enemy bump as Tarkin slams into Kyo and taking the perceptive co-pilot focus. Just kidding, taking the red focus. And the stub looks like that does probably blocks the 4 straights. This is an attempt to block Han now. Here goes Tycho. Clears the stress, although he doesn't really care about being stressed much because it's Tycho. Now what's he gonna do? Anakin's right there. You could see Anakin do like a 1 bank, but more likely we see him do a 1 hard, or he goes up towards the top objective because Tyler's never gonna be able to get that one back again. Are the Cubs home the weekend of June 3rd? That's a good question. I'm not sure. Have to check. Why, catch a Sunday game, maybe? Not a bad idea. In June, it'll be nice and hot. I think, John, I think we've excited people with our baseball talk. Everyone is just, like, spamming the chat right now. Just like, oh my gosh, I love baseball so much. Freaking love it. All right. Finally, settling on an evade. And Luke actually turns. Okay. There's a 2 bank. He's taking a lock. And it's going on to contrail. Looks like Han. If Han does a 1 straight, that might clear. But Contrail hasn't moved yet. And Contrail's going the other way. Precise astromech. God, it's so good. It's just ridiculously strong. And here's kickback. Probably taking a evade. Yep. Gonna be hard to deal any damage on a contrail. And here goes Han, just scooting forward. Doesn't have arc on anybody right now. Actually, he probably has arc on kickback. And that's about it. He has the rear arc on Tarkin, but Luke's not shooting at Tarkin. And he's going to put it on kickback. Anakin does 1 hard down, so Teddy think happy to see that, because that point at the top is secure for a little while longer. And going to boost in to get that bullseye shot, range 1 onto Han, who's already taken a couple shields. But first, range 1 with a target lock onto Kickback here. Kickback has an evade. And going to spend that lock on the eyeball and the blank here. What do we get? We get 4. Nicely done. Kickback, going to need to spend that evade. He's taking 3. So the hull upgrade's gone. He's down to 3 hull. And here we go with Anakin. Looks like it was not bullseye. Thought he had it. Again, a lot of eyeballs there. He could spend a couple force. Just 1. Han is taking that damage though. Next up, Luke with his final proton torpedo here. He's already fired 1. This is the fastest I've seen Luke use his torps, but he's using them. Spend a lock on 1. Hoping you don't get the blank into blank here. I'm sorry if I just streamer cursed it. I did not. Spends the force. That's 3 and a crit. Oh! And that is going to be a crit into the hole. A direct will kill. It is not. It is a loose stabilizer, however. Here we go with Kyo. Or rather, Tycho. Apologies. Tycho does have range 1. This could be a kill shot in to Contrail. Contrail still has the focus. You need 3 hits to feel good about your chances. There it is. That's the decision. The decision has been made. 3 dice here. Oh, Click. Click comes in. Only 1. And safe. Click. So strong with that support ability. Restricting the range 1 bonus. Taking it away. And now it is Contrail shot. For spending the lock to Besh. Spend the evade. Or safe. Nice. And then Kickback has a shot. Tycho can't. It is range 2, barely, and that's gonna be a shield on Tycho. Not able to roll the natural evade. Keep going into Tycho here. Oh my god! Tycho takes another. A-wing's gonna A-wing. Shields down on our I-5 friend. Kiovenzi has a range 1 shot here into Contrail. Really want to kill. Really would like the kill. Firing the Procket. My goodness. 5 dice here. Not the best. But enough, as blank out will certainly guarantee. And down goes our I3 or our I5 3-point V-wing pal. Contrail eats it. That shoots Teddy up to 4 points here. It will be tied. Actually, it'll be 5-4 in a moment. Unless Tarkin kills Tycho. And 2 evades. Gets out of it here. Now range 1 from Stub into Luke. Luke will get his force back here after he's declared the defender. And he rolls natties. Well, he rolls all paints, spends a force. He'll get that right back. Luke gonna Luke sometimes, and wow. A shift in momentum here for the Rebels. Gaining that narrow lead, 5-4. After we tally up our objectives with just under 50 minutes left in this game. Plenty of game left. But now Teddy in a position to take a couple of points. I think you could 3 hard Han and he would be close enough to claim at the bottom. We'll see what he ends up doing. And we're back to dials. Round 4 coming your way here soon. What factions do you play? Let's see. Question for the chat here. What is your favorite, like the faction that you play casually that you enjoy the most? Not like the faction you're necessarily best with, but like for me, I like low-key love playing Scum. Yeah, Scum, no fire sprays. Oh, but Boba's so fun. I love a lot of you. A lot of you guys are saying Scum. You're scummy people. You're so scummy. Oh. That Lancer is, yeah, Lancer's solid. Rebels, X-Tunes and Rebels. Dude, the Razor Crest is like, I play it because I feel guilty about not playing it because it sits in the box, but it is. I do enjoy using it, but I find it just like a little too handicapped with its dial. If that makes sense. Q9 is just better at 6 points. Just Machine 5000. Yeah, Q9 solid. Also, that secret false transponder codes is pretty good. Empire Vader Defender is my second love. Ugh. Casually, man, people that casually play Vader Defender. But yes, to be honest, with that said, Vader is still a lot of fun because he's a cheat code. He's just like, if you're good, we're moving here. We'll go back. Whisper and Empire. Yes, Whisper's awesome. So fun. But yeah, like if you're good and you're playing Vader Defender, oh my god, you could just close your eyes and mop up. Casual Boba. Well, I am a hypocrite after all. That's what I'm here for, to be a hypocrite. So like I'll alternate. Like when I play Boba though, I never use Kanan and I don't play Rook, so it's a little different. Still not, still Boba at the end of the day. I also been playing Fen Rao and Dengar a little bit. Fen Rao more recently. Q9 when I can. I had what was it? Sarasu, Q9, Gamut, yeah, and Fen Rao. All right, we have some scrambling going on. You'll see the top point was just claimed by Desi. Ooh, a little bump here. There's a little bump focus. Kick back, getting in the face of Luke. Pair him with other aces. That's fair. I think it's always good to read the room. If you're like playing somebody who's also bringing like really good, ace pilots, then I don't fault you for bringing something that can like level up or like level it. Everybody has a different definition of casual play as well. Like, I played Fenrau casually, but let's be honest, guys, Fenrau has always been really good. He's just not like good enough to like win tournaments and stuff right now and like win a lot of games in a structured event, but he's still insanely powerful. How he just one shots everybody. Oh, and that's gonna be the center point gonna be scrambled back. Range 3 out the back into kickback. Kickback again has an evade. And nothing. Anakin, range 1. It's 4 dice and a Luke. That's pretty decent. It's gonna be 3. Luke taking 1 no matter what here. Oh, look at Luke. Takes just a shield. Tycho shouldn't have anything. It does not. Now you go into kickback, who's at 3 hull. Still has that evade. That's certainly not going to get the job done. Kickback rolls his evade anyways. Now you've got a range 2 shot and a Luke. Kickback gonna go into a evading Kyo Venzi for 1. Kyo gonna have to spend the evade. Uh-oh, more shots in a Luke here. Luke gets his force back. Range 1. That's gonna be a hit crit. Luke taking a crit. He does have R5D8. What is the crit? It is a direct. He's down to just 2 hull. Ruh-roh. There is another shot going to Luke still as well. But Kyo going into stub. What's up, John? What's up? I'm bummed you can't make our event, man. I thought about... Oh, he's going to Kyo. That's surprising. I thought about canceling it just because you couldn't make it. Oh, that's... Oh, God. Kyo spends a force and is taking shields and a crit. The crit is a wounded. Still alive. I'm surprised he didn't try to go into Luke there. That would have been range 1. But Luke survives. Huh. Going in round 5. It is 6-5. Or rather 6-6. Close game here. You've got a 1-hole Kyo. You've got a 2-hole Luke. And Han just kind of out of the fight now. That's a lie. How do you know it's a lie? What? Come on, John. I definitely would have canceled the entire event. And I would have told everyone to go home. And I would have kept their money and go like, ha ha ha, ha, that's right. Oh, man. Yeah, I was gonna say, Vince. Luke rolling paint on defense is something that a phenomenon that tends to happen when I am not involved in flying him. If Luke were to have a Red 5 title, what do you think it would be? So it's a question worth asking. What would it be? Wormy? Yeah, wormy. Don't know what that means. Something involving Womp Rats. Yeah, I can bullseye as Womp Rats as T16 back home. All right, our dials are almost set. Desi is on the precipice of kind of swaying this game into territory where the Rebels might not be able to come back. After losing Contrail the way he did, I wasn't really sure exactly where this game was going to go. But he's kept it close, and that's all you can ask for. That's why Republic is so good, because you can lose 2 or 3 ships and keep the game close. They're worth nothing. They are worth absolutely nothing at all. Whoa. Wow, are you trying to bribe me into canceling this event now? Because after that sub, dude, I might just do it. Thanks so much, John. Appreciate that. Gifting a sub. Who do we gift it to? To TKD Stitch. Let's go. Getting us to 39 out of 50 here for our goal. Giving away a set of metal objective tokens if we hit 50. Spend a charge from a torp to add 2 dice. Jesus. I actually would make it something even more defensive than he already is. Like, I don't know. At least this is partly anecdotal, but like I think it's hard to keep him alive in the game right now, and so something just maybe a way for him to just mitigate a blank out would be nice. Well, the thing is, like, Rebels aren't even that. When I think of Rebels, I don't think they're necessarily like expensive. They're just like they're costed conservatively, where the rest of the factions, besides like I guess Scum, just aren't really. If that makes any sense. It just seems like 2 completely different lenses of balance when you look at the Rebel faction versus the rest of the game. And it's like, huh. Interesting. Spend a force to reroll a defense die. Yeah. Maybe just like recurring charges where you, like 2 charges and you can spend 2 charges to reroll. Maybe it's like you can reroll all your dice. But you have to reroll all your dice. You can't just pick what you reroll. Be like, no, that's broken. Nah, I don't think so. 2 charges, you have to spend 2 to be able to do that one time on defense. It means you can't do it every turn. Yeah, anything where he has to spend a force, like, I mean, he just gets it right back, but also, like, yeah, I feel like that also kind of punishes him a little bit, because then he can't use his force to get out of shots. If he rerolls into eyeballs, he's like, well, shit, I only have 1 force now. When in bullseye, convert a eye or hit to a crit. So, like Malice, but bullseye. From a proton. Oh yeah, like a proton cannon. That's true. Maybe. I feel like, yeah, it would definitely have to be something related to a proton torpedo or like his force or just like survivability, because that's what he's known for. That's a good roll from Weston, or not Weston, sorry, from Desi. All right, here comes Tycho with nothing. Luke. Luke ended up getting ionized, I suppose? Was it from the ancillary ion weapon? It must have been. Can spend a force. It's going to be 2 hits and a crit. Checking for Born for this. And spends multiple tokens. It's true, yeah. I think of instinctive aim, and it's like, well, it's already a thing. But yeah, you're right. So no damage, right? No, Tarkin did take a shield. Okay. Now we're going more shots into Luke for 2. Luke. Still alive, but on 1 hole. It's the issue with R5D8. It's a really good droid. It's not the droids. It's not the card. It's not the upgrade. It's not any of that. It's just the fact that the way Luke takes damage is that he often doesn't have a grace period where he only has 1 or 2 damage cards to take that action. He either has no damage cards or he has 3 and dies. Luke needs a more accessible regen droid like R5, cheaper. It's R5D8. It's hard to be able to use all 3 charges. Like if you use 2 in a game, like damn, good for you. I've played several games where I've gotten a ton of value out of the R5 droid. It can happen. It's just hard. And I think we're back to dials again here, as it's 8-7, a 1-point lead here for Team NJO. Desi, narrow lead as we head into the planning phase before round 6 here. The activation begins. We'll take a top-down look here. Tycho, or Kyo rather, running away. I think Han probably does it too hard and scrambles. Is Luke ionized now, or was he ionized last turn? Oh, it must have been an ion bomb. I missed something. It must. How did he get ionized, guys? Was it the ancillary ion weapon? That would have been from last turn, right? Can Han fit it too hard? Oh. I want to say he can. Yeah. You think Anakin did it this turn? Oh yeah, he flipped around. Oh yeah. I thought he was facing the other way. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, he did a little turnaround. Yeah, Tyler's in a rough spot right now. He loses Luke, it'll put him up to 14, and then 2 scramble points would put up to 16. Luke is primed to die. I don't think his buddies can do anything to save him. The next possible kill would be onto Kickback, who is at the top of the board there. You could have Tycho try to help out, but Tycho is on 2 hull. Contrail was the one with the ion bombs. Thankfully, you don't have to deal with that. Yeah, that's true, Audrey. Rush doesn't get that blissful 1 damage card opportunity. It's usually like 2 or 3, and he's like an I6 for 1 turn. I do like Rush's ability. I think it's really interesting. Interesting. Anakin decided to pre-position boost down away from Luke. I think he's going to be relying on Stub to be the killer. And there is a sloop from Tarkin with precision ion engines. And we have the bump red focus here from Stub. And oh no, we hit a debris hit from Click, rolling for damage, and is punished. Taking that shield, last shield on Click down. And he's not going to be shooting. I cannot decide on a title build I like for next wing. It's hard, isn't it? I mean, Poe, Black 1 is interesting. Oh, God, he's screwed. Luke is totally dead. So the ion clears, and he's taking 2 range 1 shots. Tycho first. It's hard. Like, what do we know about Luke that makes sense? That would also be good enough to like fit and not overpowered. Just hit just right, you know? Maybe like, because I would literally watch A New Hope last night, so maybe he has like a built-in like Lone Wolf or something, except that it's like Han's reroll ability. As long as there's no one within range 1, no friendly, you can reroll a die, attack or defense. I don't dislike that. But Han's ability is charge based. Luke would just like, the title just would let him do that, but isn't it charge based? Or is it just, let's see. Yeah, you have to spend a charge. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's the same effect, but it's different because it's not. He would be able to passively do it all the time. Han cannot. Or maybe just give him like Sarasu's ability. No, that's dumb. Let him take heroic. Give him something where he can reroll blank outs. Oh, he's not going to scramble. He's just going to focus evade. Mannequin flips around. For S4s, I actually don't like. I don't hate that one either. You keep them closed. You can. Maybe you're. Yeah, I mean, either you have while your S4s are closed, you can perform an evade action, or you roll an additional defense die. I guess you go into click. Oh, it's so bad, man. This is kind of the nightmare scenario with Boy Han. Is like he wants the regular good 8-point Han ability when he rolls crap like that, and he's not doing any damage. Here's 2 hits. Natty's into, and that's going to be a damage card. Onto Tycho, down to 1. I guess Tycho is blue now. I have Tycho listed as red from the default. There you go. It's gonna be 3. Is this a Mag Pulse Warhead? The crit is a fuel leak onto kickback. Reroll with elusive, taking another damage. Tarkin down to just his 2 hull, shields down. Nothing. Into Kyo, nothing. Here we go with the kill shot. Oh boy. 4 dice into Luke. 3 guarantees it. Only 2. Luke survives for now. Oh boy. Range 1, no mods. 2. Oh, never mind. He's dead. He has Bash, doesn't he? Ah, he did have the lock. Doesn't matter. So Luke's gonna die. Oh, I was excited for a second at the prospect of Luke not dying. So down goes our boy. Red 5. No longer standing by. Takes that final damage card and sayonara. 6 points. 14 points now. I feel like this is usually the experience for Rebel players these days, is stuff like that. So, no more shots, I don't think. So it's 16-8. With plenty of time left, I don't think we will hit time in this game. Round 7 coming up. Dezlin in a position here to clinch it. If he keeps his 2 scramble points, or he even just gets a kill and a scramble point, that will get him to 20. Always such a sigh of relief to get Luke off the board. It's so easy to kill him. Like, it's the hardest time to kill Luke is when you're shooting at him, like, a couple times at range 3 or something. But, like, if you're just, like, consistently rolling 3 attack dice against him, man, he just bleeds so easily. Even when he's rolling paint. It's... But yeah, I mean, sometimes he can just keep rolling eyeballs and spending his force and not taking a lot of damage. But he's still, yeah, 6 hit points. He can get initiative killed by the I6s pretty easily. He's just not very maneuverable. He can't go very fast. Very easy to get Wedge off the board. Luke is much harder, but... Good night, John. Get some rest. My mom texted me, any fun plans this weekend? Yes, Mom. I will text you back. All right, our dials should be set here. Looks like we are good to go here. Any moment, we'll get moving. That Tarkin target lock came in big for just the opportunity to kill Luke. Tarkin giving himself a lock early on. Here we go. And Tyler's first player. Don't think it matters too much now. Tarkin checking for locks is going to put it on to Han. Here comes Keo. Still has wounded pilot, hasn't fixed it. But I thought Boyhan was self-sufficient. Yeah, I'm not a huge believer in Boyhan. Here comes Tycho. Who's scrambling? So Han really wants to perform an attack that hits so he can do his coordinate. He hasn't been able to do that either. He can scramble, fail a boost, right? Yeah, just do that. Oh, no. Taking a lock and then failing to boost. Yep. Okay. You need to scramble though. Kickback just getting a little closer. Does have a fuel leak, so if a crit does land, that will kill kickback. That'd be 3 points for Tyler, get him up to 11. Not much more, not really too much closer, but hey, and it helps. Looks like there is a damage card on click now. I missed. So let's update that click down to 1 hole as well from the self bump. Also not, yeah, I mean, he also doesn't want to be within range 1 of his friendlies, right? Because then he doesn't get to reroll the attack die, so it's all kind of just messed up. Diamond Boron opportunity there with the little cheeky barrel roll strain evade target lock thing. And not scrambling. Takes the focus evade. Anakin probably doesn't want to be there. You got a great opportunity to just kill Tycho if you stay there and take an evade. What's the choice here? Let's see. Taking a moment to figure out what our best options are. I'm just gonna, yep, stays there with an evade. Again, has a great chance to kill Tycho. Han first. He is gonna go range 1 into Anakin. And rolls just a ton of blanks. He's re-rolling. There you go. 3 hits and a crit. Anakin. Oh, takes just 1 damage. He takes a crit. It's a weapons failure. That actually kind of blows for Anakin, but see if it matters. Anakin now. It is range 1 into Tycho with a weapons failure here, so he gets 3 dice instead of 4 with that bullseye. And Tycho dies. Bye-bye, Tycho Kelchu. 4 more points. That is the game. So we just kind of wrap up our shots here. Let's see if Kyo will go down as well. A Diamond Boron missile will be fired here and spend the lock on 2. There are 3. Kyo will die as well. 23 points now for Desi, plus the 2 points for, so 25-9.